Welcome to my visit to Hopetown in Darlington. The Stockton Darlington Railway is celebrating its 200th year since the formation of the railway, and the first passengers train, locomotion number 1 by George Stephenson, which ran in September 1825. Hopetown houses a number of the railway pioneers' locomotives, and the forerunner of the railway, made by Richard Trevithick in 1804 and known as Penny Darren. The locomotive at Hopetown is a replica of the original. We also have a replica of the six-wheel steam elephant, which was originally built in 1815 by John Buddle and William Chapman, and all three locomotives are now on display in the wagon works at Hopetown.
My family has worked on the railways in Darlington for generations, and one by one we've all fallen in love with the sights, the sounds and the smells of working with steam locomotives. There really is nothing better.
I remember the first time I saw the sea. We took the train from Darlington to Saltburn, and it was just magical. It was like a whole new world opened up to me and my family. We have the railway to thank for so many happy memories.
Growing up in Darlington, I remember watching some of the new locomotives being built. So many people worked on the railways. It just brought everyone together. That's what I remember. The whole town coming together.
I'm very proud to be from Darlington.
This is where the modern railway as we know it started.
We owe so much to all those who worked so hard to build the Stockton and Darlington Railway.
They didn't know it at the time, but they changed the world.
For the better.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Edward Walker, bookshop proprietor, refreshment conductor, and later I became the Mayor of Darlington. four times. I worked on the railway for 20 years, and then I decided to set up station bookshops. This is the place if you want to keep up with all the latest news. We've got newspapers, literature, and magazines. We have all the news on Darlington. Did you know? This was the birthplace of the modern railway, thanks to railway pioneers George Stephenson and Edward Pease. In fact, you can still travel on some of the original line from Shildon to Stockton. If you're interested in history, you've certainly chosen the right place to visit. Lots has been written about the Stockton and Darlington Railway, and it's all here to read on these shelves. Newspapers, literature, magazines. There's something for everyone.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself and explain which heavy industry you work in?
Sure. I'm from Ireland, but I travelled to England to work here at the Darlington Forge on Albert Hill. There are lots of Irish workers here, and we are mostly labourers. There are boys from Wales, most of them are skilled workers, and also some lads from the West Midlands.
What about Darlington then?
Oh, on Albert Hill you won't find many workers from Darlington. Hardly any, in fact.
What's the pay like? Is it that much better than in Ireland?
Oh yeah, you can earn good money if you're skilled. Lads in the furnaces can earn 75p a day, and some of the sheet rollers earn 70p a day. A good blacksmith earns 25p. Me, I'm a labourer. I earn between 12 and 14p per day, depending on the job.
What's it like living on Albert Hill? Albert Hill?
It's not pleasant. The air is terrible. Thick with pollution from all the ironworks and brick kilns, but that's how it is. For food, you can buy some basic things from the local grocer, and if you don't have money, well, you take your valuables. So you see, the grocer is also the pawnbroker. So bad things can get out.
Somebody works behind the bar. Hello. Could you tell us a bit about yourself? What region are you from and where do you work?
My name is Nellie Rice, and I work at the Ship Inn, which is one of the oldest pubs in Salford-by-Sea. The inn dates back to sometime in the late 1700s, and you could certainly say it has had an interesting life.
When you say interesting, what do you mean?
Not too long ago, the Ship Inn was the centre of the smuggling trade in this area, and the most famous of the smugglers, known as King of the Smugglers, was in fact the landlord, John Andrew. He were a colourful character to say the least, and he smuggled everything.
Goodness. How long did the smuggling go on for? Or is it still happening today?
Oh no, John Andrew arrived in 1827 after 46 years of high-grade smuggling. When the refinery caught, the revenue men decided to fine him £100,000. A huge sum, which obviously he couldn't pay. So they sent him to prison at York Castle for 2 years.
And that put an end to the smuggling.
Well, it ain't exactly what to wear, is it? But if you ask me about the secret tunnel under the inn, some say it still gets used from time to time, but smuggling, well, I don't know anything about that. Would I?
4 seconds whilst the picture is on screen. Watching this platform is the moon. Is it locomotive?
Money to use our facilities, we ask for just a penny. A worthy investment, I say. Let me guess. You've been drinking tea and some other refreshment drugs, and now you need to go. Well, Before you hop on board, come on in. There's just time to spend the payment before you throw the lights. Hello. Are you in a hurry to catch the train? Don't worry. We've got plenty of facilities here. All kept clean and good working order.
A meeting between two great minds took place at Edward Pease's house, number 73 in Northgate, Darlington. It was between Edward Pease, a Darlington-born railway pioneer, and George Stephenson, who at the time was an engineer at Killingworth Colliery. Sat on his very sofa, the meeting led to the construction of the Stockton and Darlington Railway, which would ultimately change passenger railways forever. Excuse me, Mr. Pease. Mr. George Stephenson's here.
How very good to see you again, Mr. Stevenson.
Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Pease. How can I be of assistance?
As you know, our committee commissioned George Overton to research the feasibility of transporting coal via canal or by the railway system.
Indeed, Mr. Pease. I am aware of his investigations. Do you have his recommendation?
Mr. Overton is very much in favour of a railway system.
I have heard he's a smart gentleman.
His proposal is a horse-drawn railway. He says it will be most efficient.
Well then, Mr. Pease, I think he has overlooked the most important engineering advancement currently available to mankind, the power of steam. In my time working at the Hopetown Colliery, steam-driven engineering has transformed the transportation of coal by railway, and in doing so we have created a system 100 times more efficient than the use of horsepower.
Oh, very interesting. And how convinced are you of steam power over horsepower, Mr. Stevenson?
In my mind, sir, there is no doubt, and I have had some success proving it. Indeed, at Killingworth Colliery, I built a steam-powered locomotive capable of hauling 8 wagons loaded with 30 tons of coal at a speed of 4 miles per hour.
Oh, an impressive feat indeed.
And with engineering improvements, the speed and power of steam locomotives will simply increase, making them the most efficient way to transport any commodity, Mr. Pease.
The Stockton and Darlington Railway Company was formed to make a public railway from the collieries to supply the towns with coal and other merchandise, and our proposal is based on using horses. However, I fear we are not looking far enough into the future.
The future of the railway is steam power, Mr. Pease. But do not think of it only for the transportation of coal. It is my belief that the speed of steam-powered locomotives will capture the imagination of the people, ordinary people, and they will want to travel to towns and cities driven by locomotives delivering revolutionary speed and efficiency.
Ordinary people, Mr. Stevenson?
Passengers, Mr. Pease. If you could board a locomotive in Darlington and it'd take you to Manchester, Birmingham, or even London in a matter of hours, what would you say to that?
You are talking of a network of railways powered by steam capable of covering great distances.
And at speed, Mr. Pease. Faster than a simple horse, in fact faster than anything you can imagine.
This would be a great asset to industry, to the country. It would be a great asset to the people.
It would be a great asset to the Stockton and Darlington Railway, Mr. Pease.
Mr. Stevenson, I would welcome your expertise to create such a network. Your technical knowledge is proven, and I believe you have the ability to design and construct a railway system superior in every way and powered by steam. Would you accept a commission from the Stockton and Darlington Railway to propose such a scheme?
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Pease, and I believe it may very well change the future of transportation, not just here in Darlington, but throughout the modern world.